But I think it's just basically how you feel about yourself. It's on us. I could have high self-esteem at the beginning of the year, and then my self-esteem plummet over the summer, and then it's high again in the fall. Like it varies, and it's based on life experiences. It's based on environment. So the environment that you're in is taking some tolls. I think everyone has it. It's just on the spectrum of either it's like low, or to me it's low or high, and that we fluctuate. It won't always be high. And if it's low, it won't always be low. Like we can do things to increase our self-esteem.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another one of our self-esteem mini conversations, which I'm thinking I might start calling drinking water and minding our business toward that self-esteem. I don't know, just playing around. Today we have another special, awesome guest. We're talking about somebody who makes research relevant. She is a doctor. She be outside, but she don't be outside. But I think she be outside. And I want her to introduce herself. So, Dr. Shemeka, please take it away.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Shemeka. I'm a sexuality educator and researcher. My research focuses on the sexual well-being of Black women, particularly any barriers to them experiencing sexual pleasure. And I'm super excited to be here. You know, Dr. Donna, I love you, so thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for saying you was gonna come.
No problem.
Now, before we go any further, my not so shameless plug is Drink Water, Mind Your Business is out in stores today, and also part of the reason why we're even having these conversations, because in the book I had mentioned that self-esteem goes beyond what I think I know, what I think I've researched, what I think I understand, and that everybody has a different understanding, but we just be calling it different things sometimes. So, to that end, how do you define self-esteem?
So I thought about this for a long time because I was like, Donna's definitely going to ask me this question. For me, I think I define it as how I feel about myself and like almost my worthiness. And maybe those are two different things, but like just how I feel about myself as a being. What do I feel like my worth is? And I realized when I was thinking about the definition that I was kind of conflating it with self-confidence. So then I was like, Shemeka, what's self-confidence? Right. But I think the easiest way to explain it is like for me, self-confidence can mean like I know I'm that girl. Okay. But self-esteem can be like sometimes I don't feel like that girl. Even if I know it, some days I don't feel like it. And so to me, self-esteem is more about the feeling, I think, of who you are.
Oh, I love that. I love that you separated the two because they are often conflated.
Mm-hmm.
Like self-esteem, self-love, self-confidence, self-worthiness, all these things, they end up getting talked about like they are just one thing, as opposed to there are multiple things that sort of make up the whole piece of what we know, what we like, how we feel, and what we do with all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, you would give us an old research answer.
I was like, what is it?
So I guess I noted that you make research real. And I like that you make it relevant, you make it feel grounded and stuff. So I was wondering, what does the research say in general about Black women and self-esteem?
Oh, that's a good question. I think some of the research I've seen related to self-esteem is more in relation to interpersonal relationships. So the relationships we have with romantic partners, the relationships we have with caregivers, and how those things impact our self-esteem. And there's also some linkage between like self-esteem and body image. So I feel like that's where some of my like research has leaned into more body image research, especially when we're talking about how people feel in their bodies when they're engaging in sexual intercourse and how that could be linked to self-esteem. And so I think there's definitely some things there with body image and self-esteem for Black women. However, there's not a lot of research on body image and Black women because there's this assumption that Black women have higher self-esteem than white women, so they don't need to be studied. Like when there's comparative research, Black women always have higher self-esteem and higher body image.
I remember this from when I first started studying body image,
Mm-hmm.
sexual self-efficacy, and gosh, what was it? And colorism, and how I would like the research repeatedly would say that it's not body image, it's beauty image,
Mm-hmm.
and whether or not you see yourself as an image of any type of beauty and what kind of beauty you think that is. And I remember thinking, like, I know it's got to be both. It's
Yeah.
got to be both. Why are we dismissing it? Because, I mean, maybe it's not about having the same type of body that, say, a wasp would have or would
Mm-hmm.
want. But it doesn't mean that there is not a type of body that Black women want to have,
Mm-hmm.
that they believe would be beautiful and sexy and desirable to whoever their chosen mate could be.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think some of the work that we've seen around body image in Black women, when you're talking about like body size, I remember it was this paper. I don't even know who wrote this article, but it was a paper and it was titled, I'm Supposed to Be Thick. And it was like Black
Ooh.
women's perceptions of body image, right? So if you're not this thick ideal, then, that's like, oh, I don't meet the standard of what beauty image or body image is for Black women. And I think also about like how some of that stuff comes up in childhood, right? So like for me, thinking about my first experiences related to body image, I had a personal trainer when I was 10. Yeah. Because, I was probably eating the McDonald's chicken nuggets. And when I look at my school pictures, that's when that's when, I started picking up my little chubbiness. And I had an aunt that was like concerned and had a client who was a bodybuilder. And she actually came and started doing like private sessions with me once a week because she was concerned, my aunt was concerned about my health. And I think now looking back, I'm like, oh, that probably definitely had an impact on what I think my body image was and probably my self esteem too, because I was one of the larger kids in my class. But I think that probably made me more hyper aware of it. And
Yeah.
so I think part of that is like body image plays so much into self-esteem and then societal standards of that and then cultural standards of that. It's like all these things
Yeah.
that impact our self-esteem.
Just one thing after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Because they definitely have an idea of what you're supposed to look like outside. And then there's layers to the so-called outside. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like when you're with other Black people, what are you supposed to look like? When you're with other races, non-white, what are you supposed to look like? And then when you get into white spaces, what are you supposed to look like?
Absolutely.
And I think sometimes it's hard. I think that sometimes we're trying to find the balance with our body instead of trying to find a balance to move through these various spaces that doesn't require the changing of our bodies in order to be there.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that part is kind of sad.
It is. It is.
How do you know if you have self-esteem?
Well, I think that's a that's a part because I was like, wait, can you not have self-esteem?
Hey,
I think
because
people can have.
people often are talking about like you either have it or you don't have it, right? And I'm just like that seems reductive.
Yeah.
So like in the book, I put it on a spectrum. So
Yeah.
you have secure self-esteem on this side, you can have vacant self-esteem on that side, but in the middle,
Yeah.
fragile or damaged, that it's a spectrum and it could change based off where you are.
Right. Right.
But I know that ultimately people want to know, like, how do you know if you got it?
Yeah. I mean, I think it all goes back to feelings. I think also that's part of me is like being a Cancer, so we're all about feelings. I'm like, how do you feel about it? But I think it's just basically how you feel about yourself. And I definitely agree it's on a spectrum and it changes. So I could have high self-esteem in at the beginning of the year and then my self-esteem plummet over the summer and then it's high again in the fall, like it varies and it's based on life experiences. It's based on environment. So the environment that you're in, it could be based on the government right now. Listen, because it's taking some tolls. So I think everyone has it. It's just on the spectrum of either it's like low, or to me it's low or high, and that we fluctuate. It won't always be high. And if it's low, it won't always be low. Like we can do things to increase our self-esteem.
Mm. This is that part where I'm just like, yeah, if you are connected to community in those
Mhm.
moments where you're not feeling it, they can
Mhm.
remember for you.
Yep,
They can
always.
serve as the record and be like, oh, so you don't feel like you the shit today. You feel like
Mhm.
some shit. Well, let me tell you why you're wrong.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, have your feelings, sis, but
Yep.
don't forget. And I think that when we isolate, we forget.
Mhm.
We take whatever the singular moment is and we use it as the defining for us. And I think sometimes we get to redefining our lives through that temporary lens as opposed
Mhm.
to looking at the full depth and breadth of the life that we've already lived and
Mhm.
what can come and what will come
Mhm.
moving forward.
Absolutely. I think that I definitely agree with the community part, because community will always remind me, right? But I think that also requires a level of vulnerability to be like, I don't feel like the shit today. I don't feel like myself today. I am not that girl today. Right? Like that's a level of vulnerability that's required in order to truly be in community and be seen in that way.
That level of vulnerability be hard. It is definitely hard because nobody wants to say it.
Mhm.
So, and I think that we've gotten so good at the fake it till you make it, like the
Mhm.
performance of what we think self-esteem looks like. But we people that keep faking it and don't make it.
Yep.
Like I feel like I've said that several times. Like we be faking it, but we don't make it. And I sometimes I don't know if we know how to make it.
Mm.
If we've just gotten so used to the part where we do the faking that the idea that we would move ourselves from the faking it to actually being in it, um, what that would look like, what it would feel like, what it would show up like. How does your like? How do you know when you've made it or if you've been faking it?
Mm. If I've been faking it, it doesn't feel authentic in my body. I think it's an embodied experience. Um, so I know that I'm faking it when I feel like tense, or I feel like I'm wearing a mask of some sort, right? Like I don't know, it just feels like an embodied thing. And so it just feels different, like not like your authentic self. So I think part of that is being self-aware of like who you are and when you're out of that.
Ooh, and I feel like what you just said is you cannot wear somebody else's self-esteem on your body and still think you made it.
Mm-mm.
Because the way that I would do self-esteem and the way that somebody else would do self-esteem is not
The
the
same.
same.
Nope.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So you mentioned on your website sexual self-consciousness as
Yeah.
a barrier to pleasure for Black women.
Mhm.
And I want the effed. Free, fabulous, and effed.
Mhm.
Um, so what would you say is the source to like sexual self-consciousness?
Social media,
Oh,
body image. So let's get into social media. So when we're talking about sexual self-consciousness, it's basically how women feel about their bodies and their sexual selves in the moment when they're engaging in sexual intercourse.
okay.
Usually this is partnered intercourse.
All
So
right. So you
not,
doing the thing in that
yeah.
moment. And it's
And I'm
how do
like
you feel
in
about
it.
okay.
In that moment, how do I feel? And so some of that can be, how do you feel like you're pleasing your partner? How do you feel like your partner is pleasing you? How do you feel like your body appears? How do you feel about your performance? All these things that run through your head. And part of that is linked to body image, because sometimes people have things related to maybe how their genitals look, right? So that's
Yeah.
genital self image. Sometimes there's stereotypes about your body should look like. Stereotypes about WAP. Like, okay, well, what if I ain't got WAP today? Like, that's self consciousness, right?
Buy WAP. That's
See, so I think it comes definitely from social media, from music, from TikTok now, right? With everybody like doom scrolling. There's so much stuff on TikTok. Um, But I think part of it just comes from societal standards and just pressure that a lot of times Black women feel to show up a certain way and wondering if they are okay. And I think part of the thing that helps that is having a partner that affirms that, they like their body and they love their body and, they're willing to pleasure them and those types of things. But definitely it's something that appears a lot in relation to sexual pain and sexual anxiety.
Oh, sexual self-consciousness and self-esteem sound like they go hand in hand.
Ew.
And gosh, it sort of reminds me of like spectatoring.
Mm-hmm.
Some of what you said, like the sort
Yeah.
of you're not in your body because you're trying to make sure that your body look good, like
Mhm.
you posing it right. How my boobs look? Am I making a weird face? And it takes you out of the experience of being in the moment and being embodied in whatever pleasure y'all are sharing in, and you start wondering whether or not you look good to this person. And I'm just like, did they stop?
Yeah.
That's usually my question. Like, did they stop? Did they say, oh no,
Yeah.
no thank you? Right. And I'm just like, I end up asking, whose voice is it running in your head
Mm.
that you're using? Because chances are it doesn't actually belong to you,
Nope.
but it may use your vocal tones, but it's somebody else's message.
Mhm.
Someone else telling you that you're supposed to feel this way or that way about the pieces of what you look like. And I'm like, give it back. It's not
Yep.
yours.
Yep.
This is the only time that I say re-gift it to the person who gave it to you. Like, you gave me this message. You can have it back. I don't
Yep.
want it.
Mhm. I love that.
Let's get into these rapid fire. These are yes, no, this, that. There is no fence. Do not sit upon it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Self-esteem is the same for everyone.
No.
Self-esteem is better built alone.
No.
Self-esteem plays a role in relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, etc.
Yes.
Jealousy means you have low self-esteem.
No. No. No fences. No.
No fences. No fences. So, I mean, you hesitated on like two of them.
Mhm.
Do you want to give your one-liner explanation of what you was thinking?
Because I don't think jealousy means that you have low self-esteem. I think jealousy can be that you have high self-esteem in relation to something, but you feel like something is missing from your life. And I don't know if that's
Mm.
linked to self-esteem or like the desire of wanting something.
Ooh, relative jealousy. And
Mhm.
then you have to basically sit in what is this about?
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and in this case, jealousy is mostly meaning envy, not jealousy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know that we use the words interchangeably. They are not actually interchangeable. We just used it here. Okay. So the other one that you sort of had a moment on was, I think self esteem is better built alone.
Yeah, because we had just talked about community.
Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like we done got your rapid fires. Thank you for participating in that part.
Yeah.
And can you leave the people with one tip on building up to more secure self esteem?
So I was reading a book recently about joy, about choosing joy, that was given to me by Dr. Jasmine Abrams. And in the book, it asked me to list 30 things that bring me joy and try to do one of those things every week. And so I think a tip is to write 30 things that make you feel good about yourself and just make you feel good in your body and
Mhm.
try to do one of those things every day or at least one of those things every single week because we're worthy of that. So just taking that moment to be reflective of what makes you feel good and then taking the time to do it.
Oh, I love that. It sort of reminds me of like in the book, I talk about building your pleasure capacity.
Mhm.
Everybody thinks that they have a great pleasure capacity, and I'm like, that's not true. What
Mm-mm.
you really have is a really great capacity for bullshit. Right? You got a really great capacity
Yeah.
for it. Like the way that you take the BS, you take it at work, you take it at home, you take it sometimes with your friends, you silence yourself. We have a really great capacity for BS.
Yeah.
Our pleasure capacity be looking like feeling guilty if we had fun 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
If we ordered food out 2 or 3 times in a row, we just like, oh, we're irresponsible. We should get to cooking. Like, oh, the house is not clean. Should I be having fun if my laundry's not done? And I like what you said because it recenters it. And it sort of feels like how I was living my life for like the last couple of years, actually. I had some horrible, like almost like a year's worth of anxiety in 6 months. And I knew I needed to change up what I was doing. So I was just like, if it don't bring you pleasure, stop doing it. So I was just like pleasure focused. What I saw was a falling away of a lot of stuff in my life. If it didn't bring me pleasure, I sort of got rid of it. Not that everything in my life needs to bring me pleasure, but if it wasn't bringing me pleasure, I had to evaluate what was it bringing me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a friendship breakup, and this friend, I was just like, yeah, she brings me pleasure. And then I had to sit there, no. That wasn't always true. And not that it always needed to be true, but it was more stressful than it wasn't. And it was taking little pieces from me that helped to increase my anxiety.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, she dumped me in this friendship breakup, which is, and then I was thinking like, oh, we should reconcile. So I reached out, and then I was just like, wait, no, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
This has run its course, and that's okay. And then I started looking at all the other things in my life that had run its course that were no longer bringing me joy, no pleasure, no peace. They were bringing me stress. They were bringing me problems. And I was just like, okay, are you going to keep these things? Because it would look a certain way to let these things go. Or are you going to live your life and stop living for what other people might say just because you went from this to that?
Yeah.
Like I went from I was a solo practitioner, then I had a group practice, and we was growing. And then I was just like, ooh, I don't like this. And went back to a solo practice.
Yeah.
And most people would say that, oh, that's a business failure. And I'm like, I think it's more of a business pivot. But I think about how many people are living their lives for somebody else and thinking that the stress is like moral signaling to others how delightful they are, that they are pious and delightful and whatever.
Yeah.
And really they just hate their lives and are constantly trying to escape. So thank you for this tip. And I know that you say even once a week, and I'm going to say, I want to challenge y'all, write it down, put it in the comments, put at least one of them in the comments and do it. Like do one today. Do one tomorrow. You deserve pleasure, peace, joy every day. It doesn't have to be a special occasion thing. There's a dress in your closet. There's some pants. There's some underwear. Go put them on. You know you want to wear them, so stop playing. I played in makeup this morning because why not?
Okay. Because I got on my good jeans. Y'all can't see my jeans, but I got on my good jeans.
I love this necklace, and I was treating it like an occasional, special occasion type necklace. And I was just like, why? This is a bangle that I wore to a wedding once. And I was just like, oh, it's only for special occasions. I'm looking like, girl, wear the damn bangle. I'm looking like, wear your everyday glasses, wear your special occasion glasses. All the special occasion is that you are alive and that you deserve to feel joy right here, right now. That you deserve pleasure right here, right now. That you get to celebrate that you are here, even if you don't feel like there's anything to celebrate because you didn't do anything. I'm like, but you here.
Yeah.
That's worthy of celebration.
Absolutely.
So thank you for that word, for that homework assignment. Consider it assigned, y'all. Go do it. So tell the people, where can we stalk you? Where can we find you? What you got coming up next? All those special projects.
So you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Dr. Shemeka, Shemeka, because there's multiple ways to spell Shemeka. And also
Mika.
Yeah, Mika.
Because she
And also please follow the page on Instagram, Black Feminist Praxis, XIS. We have some good things that are going to be blooming in January and later, hopefully later this year. So go ahead and follow that page. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
And for those of you who have the type of jobs that be looking for people who are speaking, hire her.
Please
Make
do.
sure that the budget comes correct.
Mm-hmm.
Don't don't be shy about asking for more. However much you just thought of in your head, add 30% at least.
Mm-hmm.
At least
Mm-hmm.
as a starting base. But be prepared for double. All right, y'all are the bee's knees. Y'all already know what it is. Go ahead and get your copy of Drink Water and Mind Your Business. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this message with somebody else, and don't do the list alone. Do it with a friend. Grab your friend, make your list of 30, and hold each other accountable to chasing joy, pleasure, peace, and all the things that will help you to know who you are, that will help you to like who you are. All right, y'all. Till next time. Bye.